What's going on, everybody? K2 here with the Battle Union Week 3 team analysis, team preview, whatever you want to call it. You can call it whatever. I prefer to call it the team anal because it's short for analysis. Yes. So we are going to move on after that horrid joke. It's not really a joke. It's just the way it is. It's not a joke. It's a prank, bro. Anyway, this week we are going up against the Wolverhampton Weaviles, coached by just Weavile. It's a lot of W's. Just like we're gonna have after this week. Okay, anyway. He's got a pretty scary team, and in case you don't know what his team is, which I'm assuming you don't, I'm going to leave his team on the screen right now, and just so you guys have a frame of reference as to what I could have brought, I'm going to put my team right next to it right now. Okay, so I did not make any bench trades this week. I'm keeping my roster going up against him. I thought about it, and I thought about bringing Venom potentially off the bench, and then I was like, nah. It's a little too early, and like it would have done a lot of work. To be honest, I just absolutely forgot about getting a bench trade done in time. So that's why Venomoth is not here, and you can see how much work it actually would have been able to do. Yeah. So there's that. I'm a little disappointed in myself for not following through on that. However, we are bringing another team without Venomoth that I feel has just as good of a matchup. So we are going to start off by looking at the team builder, and we're going to hop right into our Crobat here. So Crobat, I took a look at his team and I was like, I don't want Crest completely setting up all over me, and this is what I came up with. I came up with this EV spread, which has enough speed for max speed Zydoge, and then I threw the rest in HP. I threw enough defense and enough Spadef in so I don't get 2-hit KO'd any percent of the time against a Cresselia if it's going for either Psyshock or Psychic. So I'm just going to stick with that. And then I had 4 leftover EVs in attack, so I just threw them in attack. I could put them in special attack, but the only reason I have Heat Wave is for Scizor, and it's not really... it's already a 2-hit KO is what I'm getting at. So no reason to run extra special attack. Even with a minus special attack nature, Heat Wave is always going to be a 2-hit KO against any kind of Scizor. Unless he's potentially Aqua Berry, but even then it's a roll on the second one. So yeah. This is our Crobat. Brave Bird hits literally his entire team except for Raichu, which then again it's a Raichu. Infiltrator is very nice in case he wants to bring like a substitute superior. Brave Bird's really nice against Tapu Bulu. Yeah, I just want this to be a thing that I can use throughout the game. If like I just want to throw it in and be able to taunt or Brave Bird something and then roost off when I need to. So that's gonna be our Crobat for the week. Next up, we are bringing a Mega Charizard X. Now this is a matchup between Mega Zards, so like you would probably be like, well, Kyle, why aren't you running max speed Jolly so you can speed tie with a Zard? Well, first of all, it's because I don't really take anything from him unless he's going for Dragon Pulse, and even if he is, I have a good switch in, which you're going to see later, and like as soon as I get a Dragon Dance up with this, everything pretty much just dies. Zard Y will go down to a Thunder Punch, Bulu, Flare Blitz, Scizor obviously to a Flare Blitz, Primarina, unless it's Max Fizz Def, Thunder Punch is doing a hell of a lot. If he's offensive like a Spec set, I'll kill it. Cresselia is easily to a KO'd, same with Umbreon. Raichu just straight up drops. Superior drops. Zydoge, even a resisted Flare Blitz at +1, it will drop. And the thing is, I was looking at it and I was like, the only thing that can really stop this Zard is if he's Scarfed Zydoge after I get up a +1 boost, I'm going to try and look to weaken down his Cresselia and his Umbreon, of course. That way I'm taking a little bit less from the recoil from Flare Blitz is what I was trying to get at. I'm adamant, so I'm doing absolutely as much damage as possible. I believe the speed here is for a max speed Tapu Bulu. The Roost is also very important in case I want to switch in my Zard into his Tapu Bulu if he brings it. So that's going to be that. There's not really much else to say about Zard. I outspeed everything at +1, and I kill everything except for Cresselia and Umbreon, and a potential Primarina at +1. So I'm really hoping I can get a sweep with Megazard, a DD Megazard this week, and that's gonna be that. So next up we have our Reuniclus. Now, yeah, this is a set. Max specially defensive to take advantage, or not really take advantage, but so I take as little damage as possible from Zard Y, from Primarina, from Superior. Those are the only three things that can really break this after I get an Acid Armor up. And then I can just Toxic Saw out his team unless it's Scizor. And if he brings Scizor, that's a free switch into Zard every time. And also, I can just Hidden Power Fire that if I get up an Acid Armor or two. And then he's doing absolutely no damage to me. I just dropped my pen. Oh well, I'll get that after the video. So Hidden Power Fire is hitting Scizor, and pretty much only Scizor. Superior, it's a 3-hit KO. Bulu, it's a 3-hit KO. But I can Toxic both of those. I can Toxic Stall everything on his team except for Superior and Zard, because Superior can set itself up while doing damage, of course, with Contrary Leaf Storm. Zard Y just does a ton of damage, but then again, I do have another switch into Zard Y later on. As soon as I get an Acid Armor up, this is another thing that can also potentially win. So I'm looking for Reuniclus to have a very fun time against his team. So that's going to be Reuniclus. Not really much else to say about it. It's a pretty self-explanatory set. And that's going to be it on Reuniclus. Next up, we are bringing a Scarfed Breloom. Now, this Breloom has enough speed, again, to outspeed a max speed Zydoge, which actually I'm trying to outspeed an Adamant Tapu Bulu. It's what the thing is. So, Rock Tomb is there for Zard Y. I'm hoping to lead off with Breloom, and he leads off with Zard Y, and I just drop a Rock Tomb on his head and he goes down turn 1. That would be the most ideal thing. Force Palm is just really strong. It's my best option, I think, against Umbreon, until I get a Toxic on it from Reuniclus. Tapu Bulu, 2-hit KO'd by this Sludge Bomb all the time. A max HP Tapu Bulu is always 2-hit KO'd by this Sludge Bomb, which is hilarious. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it. As soon as he finds out that I'm Scarfed, Bulu is one of his better switch-ins to Breloom, and Sludge Bomb is a 2-hit KO on the switch-in, so that's very nice. Or I can just put it in range for it to die, and then I bring in Breloom to click Sludge Bomb, and then it'll go down, and he'll be like, this can't do anything to me, I'm just gonna, oh, I'm dead, okay. And then lastly, I have Bullet Seed just for Primarina, that way I have something to hit it. And also, it's my best option against Cresselia, in case it gets low. It's good against Raichu, it's good against Zydoge. It's just an overall good move, because Breloom is, I love Breloom. I've fallen in love with it, and it's just really hard when you're drafting in order to fit it onto a team. I'm just finally glad that I was able to find a team to fit Breloom on. So that's going to be Breloom this week. Next up is our answer to Zard Y. Lickilicky with Cloud 9, max specially defensive. Zard Y can't really do anything to it. Unless he's Focus Blast, in which case I can scout for it. I can go hard into Crobat if I'm really expecting it. However, this Lickilicky sets up on Zard, and I can Curse, and then again, this is another thing that can completely run through his team. The only things, again, that can beat it are his super strong special attackers if they have the right coverage, or if I let Serp get in for some reason. And then even still, if Serp comes in order to start Leaf Storming, I have Crobat, which just kills it. Tapu Bulu could have superpower, but if I get curses up, he's not going to be doing anything. Rest Talk is very important this week. I could have gone Wish Protect. However, I felt Rest Talk was more important because he could plop Toxic on something, and I don't want my sweep being stopped by a Toxic, which would be very unfortunate, especially because I don't have Heal Bell on this Lickilicky or on Diancie, because I'm not bringing Diancie this week. So that's Lickilicky. Curse Body Slam hits everything on his team except for Scizor. However, Scizor is not the biggest problem to Lickilicky. I can end up getting the +6 on it and then 2 KO it. That's basically my hope against that. If he specs Primarina as well, that can take on Lickilicky. However, I have other things for Primarina. It's going to be kind of difficult to switch into. However, I do have Ferrothorn. I do have the Spadef Reuniclus as well in order to take it on. He's going to set up the Sun himself, so his Hydro Pumps aren't going to be doing as much. So that's something to look forward to. And that's going to be Lickilicky for the week. And the final mon that I am bringing is a Max Fizdef Ferrothorn. This is meant for Tapu Bulu, and it's meant for Zydoge. Max Fizdef allows me to take 3,000 arrows from a Scarf Zydoge and 2 from a Banded one, which is very nice. I'm bringing Leech Seed Protect on this because I need to keep this thing as healthy as possible. Because Bulu and Zydoge can run through my team. It's very nice to get Iron Barb's damage against the Scizor. Protect is nice to scout his Zard Y, see if he goes for Fire Blast and whatnot. Waste a Fire Blast if he does go for it. Primarina can't 2-hit KOS unless it has HP Fire, which is what Protect is for. It's going to help scout. I can get a Leech Seed off on it and Protect, get up to a good amount of health. I can Leech Seed Cresselia and start wearing that down, go into Reuniclus, then I can 1v1 it. Against Umbreon, not really the best mon. I can get a Leech Seed off on Umbreon and switch out accordingly. I can also set up Rocks, which are very nice against his team because his only form of hazard removal that he has is on Zard Y and on Scizor, neither of which are really good options, especially because Zard Y is the thing that needs the Rocks defogged for. And then Scizor has better options every week than defog. So that's something to look forward to as well. I'm very excited for this team. I'm very excited to play him, and I really hope I can get the Rock Tomb kill turn 1 on Zard Y. And if all else fails, I hope I get a Sludge Bomb kill on Tapu Bulu. That would be insane. Also, the thing I'm hoping for most is either a sweep with Megazard, Reuniclus, or Lickilicky. If I can get a sweep with any of those 3, I'll be happy. So that's going to be our team builder for this week. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like on the video down below. And I will see you guys next time.